The Grand Canyon is one of Earth's greatest natural wonders, but beneath its towering cliffs and winding trails lies something far more disturbing. Mysterious disappearances, ancient underground cities, radioactive caverns, and a missing billion years of Earth's history. This isn't just a canyon. It might be a portal into something we were never meant to find. Welcome back to Maps Explained, where we chart the weird, the forgotten, and the mysterious corners of our world. Today we're venturing into the colossal 277-mile-long chasm that cuts through Arizona, the Grand Canyon. But this isn't a geology lesson. This is a descent into the canyon's darkest legends, forbidden zones, hidden treasure, and forgotten tragedies. Because for all its breathtaking views, the Grand Canyon also harbors unsettling secrets, secrets that scientists can't explain, institutions may be hiding, and ancient legends warned us about. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might never look at the Grand Canyon the same way again. It's been called one of geology's most baffling mysteries. A colossal 1.2 billion years of Earth's history vanished. This great unconformity is a massive gap in the Grand Canyon's rock layers, where 500-million-year-old sandstone rests directly on top of 1.7 billion-year-old Vishnu schist. That's like reading a book where over half the pages are just gone. Geologists still don't know why or how this happened. Was it erosion, an unknown cataclysm, or something far more disturbing? There are places within the Grand Canyon that you are simply not allowed to go. Some are marked off for safety or environmental protection. But conspiracy theorists believe these areas hide more than endangered species, possibly ancient tombs, hidden artifacts, or even entrances to subterranean networks. Why do maps show trails that just end? Why are some regions guarded or mysteriously unmarked? One such area is the so-called Forbidden Zone, a region that has been the subject of speculation due to its restricted access. Some believe this area contains ancient structures or artifacts that challenge conventional history. Additionally, certain caves within the canyon are off-limits to the public. Some suggest these caves might conceal secrets left behind by ancient civilizations. But officially, this is for visitor safety and protecting fragile ecosystems. The combination of restricted areas, unexplained trail endings, and the canyon's vast, uncharted territories fuels ongoing speculation about what might be hidden from public view. One of the canyon's most persistent and fiery conspiracy theories is that the Smithsonian Institution discovered ancient Egyptian or Tibetan artifacts in the early 1900s and covered it up. According to an Arizona Gazette article dated April 5, 1909, explorer G.E. Kincaid claimed to find a massive cave system full of hieroglyphs, statues, and even mummified remains. Shortly after, silence. The Smithsonian denied any knowledge of Kincaid or his findings. Was this just sensational journalism, or a coordinated erasure of an ancient truth? The article described vast chambers within the cave, filled with artifacts that resembled those from ancient Egypt, including statues and hieroglyphs. It even mentioned the discovery of mummies, suggesting a significant archaeological find that could rewrite history. AJ from the Y-Files even called the Smithsonian.
My name is AJ, and I'm with the Y-Files. Okay, I wanted to talk to you about an article that was in the Phoenix, Arizona Gazette in 1909. Hoping to ask you a couple of questions about that.
Skeptics argue that the article was a hoax, pointing out inconsistencies and the lack of corroborating evidence. However, proponents of the theory suggest that the Smithsonian had motives to suppress such a discovery, fearing the implications it would have on established historical narratives.
No Egyptian artifacts of any kind have ever been found in North or South America. I can tell you that the Smithsonian has never been involved in anything like this in the Grand Canyon or anywhere.
So, G.E. Kincaid?
There's no record of anyone by that name ever working for the Smithsonian. The whole thing is a hoax.
Yeah, that's the prevailing belief, but the Smithsonian has been accused of covering this up, so...
Yeah, I don't have a response to that.
What if the Grand Canyon isn't just a giant hole in the ground, but a doorway? That's what believers in the hollow earth theory suggest. According to them, deep beneath the canyon lies an underground world, complete with cities, forests, and its own glowing inner sun. While mainstream science rejects this outright, echoes of this belief show up in folklore, 19th century science fiction, and some very strange explorer journals. In 1818, John Cleves Sims Jr. proposed that the Earth was hollow and habitable within. Sims even lobbied for an expedition to find entrances to this inner world. Admiral Richard Byrd's polar expeditions in 1947 sparked further interest, with some interpreting his accounts as evidence of inner Earth realms.
Admiral Byrd, our guest tonight, is not only our greatest living explorer, but he's been an inspiration to countless Americans.
But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being.
Though these interpretations are widely disputed, they continue to fuel the hollow Earth narrative. The Hopi people tell a legend about the Ant People, mysterious subterranean beings who saved humanity from two great cataclysms by sheltering them underground. These legends eerily resemble the notion of an underground civilization, one that might still exist beneath the Grand Canyon. Some theorists believe the Ant People lived in vast stone cities, hidden in the walls of the canyon. Coincidence? Or distant memory of real encounters? According to Hopi lore, during these cataclysms, the Ant People provided shelter and sustenance to the Hopi ancestors, guiding them to safety. Interestingly, some researchers have noted that the Hopi's three mesas align with the stars of Orion's belt, drawing parallels between the Ant People's subterranean dwellings and celestial patterns. Near the canyon lie the Grand Canyon Caverns, dry, massive, and eerily quiet. During the Cold War, they were considered for use as nuclear fallout shelters. Today, visitors can still see stored rations deep underground, but some believe there's more here, potential radioactive deposits, or darker Cold War experiments. In fact, uranium mining was prevalent in the area during the mid-20th century, leading to concerns about radioactive contamination. Some theorists speculate that the caverns were used for secret government experiments during the Cold War, given their secluded location and the era's clandestine activities. June 30th, 1956. Two commercial airliners collide directly over the canyon, all 128 passengers unalived instantly, the worst aviation disaster of its time. The collision occurred in uncontrolled airspace, where pilots were responsible for maintaining separation. This tragedy highlighted the need for a more structured air traffic control system, leading to the establishment of the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, in 1958. The crash forced the overhaul of American air traffic control. But questions remain. How did two planes collide in such vast airspace? Since the 1800s, around 770 people have unalived in the Grand Canyon, from slips off the edge, to drownings, to mysterious disappearances. It's a place of breathtaking beauty and heartbreaking loss. On average, 12 people pass away each year in the park, with causes ranging from falls to environmental factors like heat stroke. The canyon's challenging terrain and extreme weather conditions contribute to its reputation as one of the most dangerous national parks in the U.S. In 1928, honeymooners Glen and Bessie Hyde vanished while rafting the Colorado River. Their boat was found, perfectly intact. No bodies, no signs of a struggle. Some say they drowned. Others whisper darker theories. murder, staged disappearance, or even supernatural abduction. One theory suggests that Bessie may have killed Glen and escaped, assuming a new identity. This was fueled by a woman named Georgie Clark, who, upon her passing in 1992, was found with documents linking her to the Hydes. Another theory is the couple staged their disappearance, seeking to escape societal pressures. The lack of evidence and the intact state of their boat only add to the mystery. Glen and Bessie Hyde weren't the only ones to vanish. Many who enter the Grand Canyon never return. To avoid becoming a statistic, visitors are advised to stay on marked trails, carry sufficient water, and inform others of their plans before venturing into the canyon. Since 2018, over 1,100 people have been reported missing in and around the canyon. Most are eventually found. However, dozens remain unaccounted for, adding to the park's mystique. Vortexes, hidden caves, or the canyon claiming its own. Beyond the documented mysteries and legends, there's a secret so unsettling that it's rarely spoken about. Not by guides, not by rangers, and certainly not by the institutions that oversee this place. Hidden beneath the Grand Canyon's public trails and scenic overlooks is a vast system of uncharted caves, some so deep and remote that even expert spelunkers refuse to explore them. These aren't tourist-accessible caverns. These are places without names, without maps, and sometimes without a bottom. A 1970s cave survey revealed dozens of these chambers, many sealed or marked with cryptic warning signs. Some researchers believe there are hundreds more, undiscovered and untouched, containing fossils, artifacts, or perhaps entrances to something far older. What's truly disturbing, though, are the whispered reports from those who ventured too close. Unexplained machinery like hums, sudden drops in temperature, entire GPS systems failing without cause. One anonymous source from a 2006 backcountry expedition claimed they found a tunnel so vast and black that their light was swallowed whole. They never went back. Others speak of petroglyphs deep underground, etched symbols that don't match any known indigenous style, and more closely resemble ancient Sumerian or even Atlantean iconography. Could these caves be remnants of a lost world? Could they be tied to the ant people, to the hollow earth, or are they something more terrestrial, yet equally chilling? Some believe the US government knows exactly what's down there, and that's why we're not allowed anywhere near them. So what is the Grand Canyon really? A stunning geological marvel, a cradle of ancient secrets, or something far more complex and more dangerous than we've been led to believe? From the billion-year mystery of the Great Unconformity to forbidden zones closed off from the public, from ancient legends of ant people and hidden cities to a government allegedly covering up a discovery that could rewrite human history. And let's not forget the disappearances, dozens of them. Some explained, others chillingly not. The deeper you look, the stranger it gets, because the Grand Canyon isn't just a wonder of nature. It may be a vault of everything we weren't supposed to uncover. And maybe, just maybe, we've only scratched the surface. If this video gave you chills or made you rethink what you thought you knew about the Grand Canyon, subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss our next journey into the mysterious and the unexplained. What do you think is hiding in the Grand Canyon? Lost civilizations, government cover-ups, or something even older and darker? Drop your theories in the comments. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious. And if you're hiking the Grand Canyon, don't stray too far off trail.